Welcome everyone to Discover This. Well, today we got an update to a video that a lot of you watched. That video was about a mystery, a guy who disappeared basically, and that mystery is now solved.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is an update to our video that was called "Where in the World is David Dabbs?" Now, if you recall that video, you remember David Dabbs was a Hells Angels member who basically disappeared after being indicted in 2 California counties for various crimes: kidnapping, assault, torture. He disappeared in 2011 on his way back from the Sturgis rally to California. Over the years, there were numerous reported sightings of David Dabbs around the world, actually, some more credible than others. But in the end, law enforcement never found him. Now, in October of 2024, we posted our "Where in the World is David Dabbs" video, and a number of you watched it. Then on January 22nd, 2025, just 3 months later, a body was found on a riverbank, somewhat under a bridge near a city park next to a river in Sacramento, California. That body was identified as David Daniel Dabbs. He had been shot and he died from those wounds. Now let's stop there for a moment. We recently posted a video about the unsolved death of Chad Wilson, another Hells Angels member. Now, if you saw that video, you know that Chad Wilson was found shot to death under a bridge near a city park next to a river.
So this past Sunday, November 18th at around 11:30 a.m., the Rich Meadows RCMP and first responders were called for a report of a body found in the 22,000 block of Wharf Street in Maple Ridge, which is just beneath the Golden Ears Bridge. When officers arrived, they found a man that they determined was a victim of homicide. We can now confirm that our victim is 43-year-old Chad Wilson of Maple Ridge. Right now, IHIT is working closely with its partners from the Rich Meadows RCMP, the Integrated Forensic Identification Services, and the BC Coroner Service to gather evidence.
Now, Chad Wilson and David Dabbs were good buddies. They both came up in the Dago Charter, Chad prospecting and then becoming a full patch member, and David Dabbs already being a member. They routinely hung out together, would travel together to Hells Angels functions, etc. In fact, when Chad Wilson was arrested in Sturgis for shooting up those Outlaws MC members, I mentioned in that Chad Wilson video that various Hells Angels members attended Chad Wilson's court hearings daily. Well, David Dabbs was one of those Hells Angels members, going to court basically every day to support his buddy. Now, David Dabbs' body was found in the 3000 block of Guadalajara Way near Peregrine Park on the riverbank near a bike pedestrian bridge in Sacramento County. The Sacramento County coroner initially listed his death as undetermined, as you can see from this posting from their website. They later amended that, determining that David Dabbs died by suicide. But why? Now, here's a guy who was basically invisible to law enforcement for about 13 and a half years, and he kills himself in Sacramento, California. Some thoughts are that his Hells Angels brothers helped him out all those years, maybe different charters in different parts of the world, or at least the United States. Did that help run dry? Did he get tired of looking over his shoulder? Did he feel law enforcement was close to finding him? Who knows? We'll probably never know. But the search is over for David Dabbs. Now, the Sonoma charter of Hells Angels, the last charter David Dabbs was with, is probably at some point going to have a memorial for him. Maybe they already have at this point. But that mystery is solved. Where in the world is David Dabbs? Now we know. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this short update on Where in the World is David Dabbs. Kind of a sad ending, I guess, but kind of unusual also, and the correlation to the unsolved homicide of Chad Wilson up in Vancouver, British Columbia, one of his Hells Angels brothers. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and we will see you on the next Discover This.